Hi, I'm Clifton. On New Year's Day 2017, I'll be releasing my second novel through Amazon Publishing. It's called Sparrow. It's about a country church in a quiet Midwestern town that suddenly discovers it's got a cobra by the tail. A white supremacist group has awakened out of nowhere, decides to attack a black family that's recently moved into the community. The church says, "Not in my town, you don't," and steps in to protect the family and draws the wrath of the hate group on itself. One cold winter day, the hate group tries to burn the church down. I didn't make this story up out of thin air. It's based on real events that took place when I began my career as a pastor in rural Minnesota back in 1990. 3 months into my ministry, an arsonist visited our church and nearly burned our building down. We never found out who did it. We couldn't connect the dots quite as cleanly as happens in the story, but there's no question what the arsonist intended for evil, God allowed for good. Over the course of the next year, as we did church without a building, the church actually grew in strength and numbers, and we saw God touch and heal many lives, including the life of a young woman who was a volunteer on the local fire department. She allowed her 2 kids to come to our church, but she herself would never darken its door. She harbored some deep inner hurt and anger at the church, and at me it seemed, which I could never figure out. But the day of the fire, we were able to talk, and I guess she learned I wasn't quite a bad guy after all, because a few weeks later she sought me out again. And she began to share with me a story. And it took months for her to get it all out. An awful story of something terrible that had happened to her years before when she was a teen attending the church. Over the course of that summer, as we talked, and through a very real miraculous event, which I describe in the story and which actually happened, this beautiful daughter of God came to Christ and experienced healing and forgiveness. And none of that would have happened without that awful fire taking place. Life is funny. I hope you'll pick up a copy of Sparrow. I think you'll enjoy it. You'll find it on Amazon.com under the title Sparrow, or my author name, B.O. Clifton. And if you do enjoy the story, I ask a little favor of you. Publishing's a strange new world today. Authors need all the help they can get. Would you tell others about the story? Pass it along your social media network. Tell your family, your friends, your church, your study group that you read this story and you think it's pretty cool. That'd be awesome. And would you even consider writing a tiny review on Amazon and posting that on the web for me? I appreciate that. I hope 2017 is an awesome and blessed year for you. Thanks.